Premier Doug Ford is speaking to reporters just south of Kitchener. Let's listen in once again.
Mayor Del Duca, another great, phenomenal relationship. I have him over quite often to the house, and I'll work with anyone as long as they're willing to work with our province. I think I've shown that with all 444 municipalities. Our job as a province is to make sure we're there to support them to the best of our ability, and that's exactly what we're going to do with the new mayor, and we look forward to sitting down. I had a great talk with her last night, and you know, she's been in politics long enough, and during the election you throw some mud back and forth, but I'll tell you one thing, people expect us to work together, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We'll work together, and we're going to find common ground when we sit down, because she's actually quite a nice person.
So last week you had a pretty high-profile endorsement of Mark Saunders. You recorded some robocalls on
Sure.
Friday. He won, though, with just 8%, or he didn't win, sorry. He got 8% of the vote.
Sure.
Is that a rejection of you?
Well, I knew you were going to ask me this one. No, not at all. Listen, Mark's a friend of mine. I've known him for a long time. That's what friends do. And, you know, I didn't get involved in the election until right at the very end. I did a quick robocall, and, you know, you saw some of the votes shift back and forth. But at the end of the day, I want to congratulate Mark. I want to congratulate all 100 candidates, or 102, whatever it is, that put their name in the hat. You know, that takes a lot of guts to go out there and put your name out there and go door knocking, putting up signs. That's what democracy's all about. And again, I think the world of Mark, and I just want to wish him all the best in his endeavors. And I want to, again, find common ground with Olivia, because people expect that. There's a lot of people out there that live in Toronto. Unfortunately, I wish more people voted, but that's not the case. And we live in a democracy. The people have decided, and I'm going to respect the will of the people, and I'm going to be working with the new mayor.
This will be the last question. Oh, last two questions, of course.
Oh.
Hi, Premier Laura Stone, Globe and Mail.
Hey, Laura.
You know, Olivia Chow's proposals in her campaign are to build 25,000 rent-controlled units. She wants to reverse TTC cuts. She's talking about replacing the Garner East with a parkway. Are these any ideas that you think you can work with her on a common ground, as you say? And are you willing to provide any of that $1 billion shortfall that the city is facing in order for her to achieve her plans?
Well, I'm always for building affordable, attainable, and purpose-built rentals and regular homes as well. We've seen a record 445,000 people show up into Ontario, and those 445,000 people, which is the fastest growing region per capita in North America, bar none, they need homes. So I'll just give you some of the funding. Over $3.3 billion this year from the province for social housing, childcare, public health, and social assistance. Money for policing. I heard Olivia say that she's wants to make sure the city's safe. Well, we went from 27 million to 42 million last year for policing, 217 million for homeless prevention programs, an increase of 48 million from previous year, $235 million to cover their shortfall 2022 COVID-related operating pressures, and by the way, unmatched by the feds. Nearly $30 billion to build a new transit system, including the Ontario line. So, you know, we're doing our fair share, but if one word of advice, I sat on the budget committee, we're down there, you got to get your fiscal house in order. You can't, you can't come to the feds and the province all the time. We'll be there to support you any which way we can, but folks, I can tell you, there's a lot of waste down there. But I look forward to working with the new mayor.
Okay, thank you. And in her victory speech last night, one of the loudest cheers from the crowd was when...
We've been listening to Premier Doug Ford speak to reporters, talking about Mayor-elect Olivia Chow's win last night and working with her moving forward.